David has named his enemies. Now he turns inward. The next 5 verses describe what the crisis is doing to him on the inside. This is not a warrior's report. David confesses his fear, offering a transparent passage about his inner feelings. My heart is sore pained within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Psalm 55, verse 4. Sore pained means to writhe or to twist with anguish. David's inner life is in convulsion. This is not mild anxiety. It is pain that seizes a person and holds him captive. The terrors of death are fallen upon me. Death carries the full force of mortal dread, the sensation that everything is collapsing and the end is near. These terrors have fallen upon him, which is the language of something descending without warning, like a wall giving way. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. Psalm 55, verse 5. 3 words stack on top of each other here: fearfulness, trembling, and horror. Each one intensifies the picture. Fearfulness is the initial alarm. Fear causes the body to tremble. Horror is the word used elsewhere for the shuddering that comes when a man stands before something that threatens to destroy him. Hath overwhelmed me means to cover over completely, the way floodwaters cover the ground. David is not standing above his fear, looking down at it. He is under it. This is a man at the edge of what he can bear. And I said, Oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. Psalm 55, verse 6. This verse is one of the most human moments in the entire Psalter. David does not pray for victory. He asks for escape. David desires wings. He wants to leave. The dove is not chosen by accident. The bird is swift and light, capable of covering great distances without effort. David wants that kind of freedom from what is pressing him down. For then would I fly away and be at rest. Rest is the goal, not triumph nor revenge. Just somewhere quiet where the enemy's voice cannot reach him and the accusations stop falling. Every believer who has ever faced a season of relentless pressure knows this prayer. The desire to flee is not a failure of faith. It's a sincere admission of our shortcomings. David does not pretend to be stronger than he is. Lo, then would I wander far off and remain in the wilderness. Selah. Psalm 55, verse 7. David extends the image. He would not just fly away to somewhere pleasant. He would go into the wilderness. The wilderness in David's experience is not an abstraction. He spent years there, hiding from Saul, living in caves and ravines. Life in that country was difficult. It was distant from urban life, from deceit, and from clamor. The Selah at the end of this verse calls for a pause. The reader sits with that image. A man who has everything, who wants nothing more than to disappear into empty country. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Psalm 55, verse 8. The windy storm and tempest describes the full force of what is bearing down on David. These are not gentle disturbances. The storm here is violent and disorienting. The tempest refers to weather that strips everything away. David wants to outrun it. He wants to move faster than it can follow. But he cannot.